In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a wooden cup by using UV Unwrap. So we're going to start off by just opening up a new document and just deleting this. And we're going to go ahead and create a new mesh and then go to UV Sphere. And I'm going to just kind of chop off the top of this. So if I go to a straight view, go into wireframe mode, and then go ahead and just click out and then click back on the part that I want to keep, and then press X to delete those faces. That'll kind of get me this. And then I just want to kind of form this cup a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and select this section again and kind of move it up a little bit to kind of get a little bit of a cup. And then I'll kind of do the same thing to the bottom. I'll just select the bottom, oops, undo, Command Z to undo. So select off of it and then click on the bottom part. And if it's not selecting, press B. You can block select an area. And then if I press S to scale, and then Z, and then 0 on my number pad and press return, that'll give us a nice little flat spot on there. And you can build this however you want. You don't have to do it this way. Okay, so we've got our little cup, and I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more to it. So I want to give it a little bit more geometry, maybe in this area. So if I do go to edge mode and do Control R, use my scroller wheel just to give it a little bit more, and then press return. That will kind of just add a little bit more on there, just so if I want to use that later on. So now I'm going to go ahead and solidify this thing. And to solidify it, go to the wrench, which is the modifiers, and then go to solidify. And we'll go ahead and take that and thicken it up however you want. You don't have to thicken it up too much. And then I'm not going to apply this one. You can, but I'm going to leave this one alone because it'll make it easier when I do my UV unwrapping. And then I'm going to add another, go to subdivision surface. And what this does, this kind of adds curvature to it. So let me go into edit mode so you can kind of see this a little bit more. So then on render mode, I'm going to bump that up to 4, viewport 4, and then quality 4. So that just gives it this nice smooth look to it. And I'm not going to apply that one either. That way it just kind of keeps it nice and low poly. I don't have to mess too much with it. Okay, so now that I've got that, I am ready to add some textures to this thing. So to do that, I'm going to jump over here to the UV editing mode, and I need to make sure that I have the whole thing selected. So if I press A, that'll select the whole thing, and then I'll go ahead and press the letter U on my keyboard. You could also come up here to this and unwrap it that way too, but use a hotkey. And so that'll unwrap it and it'll put it over here. So I've now unwrapped it. Now I need to actually give it a texture, so click on the little material icon, and we're going to go to New, and I'll go ahead and name this, just name it Wood for now. And once I have it named as Wood, then I can throw on any color. And really, I'm not going to mess with the colors. I more want to just come over here, and before I do that, I better press the letter Z and go to render view so I can actually see what's going on when I put this on there. Okay, so go over to base color and click on this little circle over here, this little node, and I'm going to go ahead and image texture, and then I'll go ahead and open up my texture. So I'll go open, and before that I should just save this, so make sure you have it saved somewhere, and I'll just save it in here, and wood cup. Click save on there. And now I'll go ahead and just go open, and that's where I have my texture. So beforehand you want to go find a texture, and this is my texture that I'm going to be using. So wooden texture, click open image, and that should put that on there, and then you can kind of see that on your cup and everything. So, and then if you want to move it around, maybe you don't like it in the spot where it's at, back in edit mode, you can press A to select and G to grab if you want to position it in a different spot. But mine was kind of in the spot that I wanted it to be, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there, and then I can add more to it as I go.